Hello and welcome again to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn how we can Dockerize a Django app on AWS ECS. So we will be using GitHub Actions and Terraform for creating our infrastructure. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, just subscribe it, okay? So you get latest updated videos, okay? So no, we have to get started. So first of all, I will be using a lot of commands in this video, okay? I have also written an article on my LinkedIn, okay, which is added in this video description, so you can get it. So like all the commands that I am using, so you can just copy and use it, okay? So first of all, what we have to do here, okay, we have to create an AWS EC2 instance, okay, because we are going to use GitHub Actions as a self-hosted runner, okay? So first we have to create EC2 instance, then we will set up GitHub Actions self-hosted runner there. Okay, so let's move with our first step. I will just go and create EC2 instance. By the way, this EC2 instance will be used for CI/CD pipelines. Like it will help to execute GitHub Actions to get build trigger, and it will push images to the AWS ECR. Also, it will deploy application on AWS ECS Fargate. Okay, so let's get started with the EC2 instance. I will just click on launch. I will give a name git, because we will be using it for the GitHub purpose. Just Ubuntu. Okay, I will be using T2 medium, and here I will create a new keep here. Just give a name git. Yeah, that's fine. So I will just download this file. This file we will be using to SSH to our instance. Okay, then we have to create a security group. Okay, so just allow the traffic. Okay, next we have to configure the storage. Okay, so I will be using 30 GB of storage. Okay, and next we have to just click on launch instance. So our instance is being created. Okay, so I will just go to the instances. Okay, so it will take approximately 15 seconds to get ready. So then we are going to install some packages on AWS EC2 instance. It will be a Docker, Terraform, and AWS CLI. Okay, so yeah, I think we need to only install Docker, and yeah, Docker is enough. Then Terraform, and we can also install AWS CLI. So just we have to wait here. Okay, so it is ready. Just click on connect. Okay, so you have to first of all run these two commands, which is at point number 3 and this one example. So I will just copy this command and I will go into my terminal. In my terminal, okay, I will just go to the folder where my PIM file was downloaded, like recently 10 seconds ago we have downloaded. Okay, that SSH file. Okay, so I will just go to the folder where it was downloaded. Okay, no, I will just execute that command. Next I will get the second command, which is this one, example one. Just copy this command. Okay, and then you have to execute this command. Then you will be connected with your EC2 instance. Okay, then what you have to do here, because we have to build images on our GitHub Actions. Okay, so we need a Docker here. Okay, so we will be installing Docker. Okay, and also we will install AWS CLI. We don't need to install Terraform because we will be creating infrastructure from our local system. Okay, so simply we have to just run few commands. First of all, we have to update our Ubuntu system. Just run this command, sudo apt update. Okay, then we have to install the Docker. Okay, so just wait for this command to be executed. Okay, done. And next we have a command which is, it will install Docker. Okay, then we have to run another command to create a username for our Docker. Okay, so we have to run this command now. After this command, we have to simply run two more commands to get a Docker system ready. Okay, so we have to also execute Docker when our instance is started or stopped. So our Docker system is set up. Okay, so if you want to check the Docker variant, you can check it. Okay, so this Docker variant is installed. Okay, next we have to install AWS CLI. So first of all, I will just run a command here. Okay, so we can install, and then we have to execute this zip file. Next we have to unzip this file, and then at the end we have to execute a command, which is this command. Okay, so then our AWS CLI will be installed. So if we want to check, I think we can maybe check the variant using a command. Okay, so we can see if AWS is installed. Okay, so AWS CLI is installed on our system. Okay, so next what we have to do here, we have to configure our AWS CLI on our Ubuntu server. Okay, for this we have to create a secret key and access key. Okay, so we have to go to the AWS console. Okay, just search IAM. Okay, here you have to go, and we will be creating a user. Okay, so just create a user. I will say YouTube. Okay, YouTube video. Okay, so next we have to click on next, attach a policy. I will attach administrative access. Next we have to create this user. Okay, when this user is created, then we have to create and access key and secret key. Just click on create access key. Okay, so you have to give access as a AWS command line interface. Okay, that's fine. Then you have to just click next. Okay, just give name. I will give name YouTube create access. Okay, so we have this access key and the secret key. Okay, make sure you download this file. Okay, because this access key and secret key we will be using when we will configure AWS CLI on our local machine as well during Terraform infrastructure creation. So first of all, what I will do here, I have to copy this these two keys and execute on our Ubuntu server. Okay, so we have to first of all configure. Okay, so just go to the terminal of EC2 instance. Here we have to write AWS. Okay, configure. It will ask you first of all access key ID. Okay, you have to just copy this first one. Okay, and then you have to go to the terminal. Then you have to copy the secret key. So this is our secret key. Okay, just execute it, and then you have to choose the region. Okay, so I'm going to choose a region in this video. Okay, so if I show you on AWS, okay, I'm going to choose a region which is I will say I have created a EC2 instance. Okay, make sure you type a same region where you have created your EC2 instance. So I have chosen US West 1 California region. Okay, so I will input US West 1 region. Okay, done. Okay, so our AWS CLI is integrated. Okay, on our Ubuntu server. Next we have to set up our GitHub Actions as a self-hosted runner. Okay, so just keep going with me. Okay, it will be a nice experience how you can set up these things. So next I am just going to my GitHub. Okay, so this is my GitHub repo. If you want to clone my repo, just clone it. Okay, then you can also create a GitHub Actions, all these stuff. So I will just go to the actions. Sorry, I will have to go to the settings. So into the settings, just click on runner. Okay, we have to create new self-hosted runner. Okay, select Linux. Okay, so here you have to just run commands like you don't need to run this optional command, not needed. Okay, then in the configure section we will run only this command, we will not run this last command. Okay, so first of all just copy this. Okay, and you have to execute in your terminal. Okay, done. And next we have to copy the second command. Okay, which is this one. Okay, it will download the latest runner package. Next you have to just copy the third command as well, which is this one, extract the installer. Okay, so just run this command. Also next we have to copy configure this command only. Okay, and just go to your terminal. Okay, it will configure. Okay, so it will authenticate with your okay, just click on by default, just enter, press enter, 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 enter. Okay, so our runner is successfully added to our EC2 instance. Okay, but we have to know, make sure how, like if our EC2 instance is stopped or restarted. Okay, so our GitHub Actions runner should be auto started. So for this we have to configure a few things. Okay, so I'm just going to create a file here. Okay, it will be a system service file. Okay, so this file will help us to keep our GitHub Actions running. Okay, so it can trigger. So okay, so I will be just going to paste some content here. Okay, so we have this okay, so this is available in my article as well, so you can just get copy. Okay, so this is, you know, working directory, as we have Ubuntu, home Ubuntu, which is our working directory. Okay, and here our GitHub Actions are downloaded. This is our GitHub Actions folder name. Okay, so and our username is Ubuntu. Okay, if you're using EC2 Ubuntu server, then these configurations are fine. Okay, next what we have to do, we have to just save this file and exit. Okay, then this file is saved. Okay, so we have to run few commands to execute this. Okay, so first of all we have to reload. Okay, okay, so we have to reload. Okay, and then we have to enable this script. This script is enabled. Now we have to start this script. Okay, then we have to check the status if the script is running or not. Okay, so you can see our script is running. In case if you have script not running, you will need to check if you have the content of the script. Okay, run script.service file is fine or not. Okay, so you can just check the status. So our GitHub self-hosted runner, okay, setup is also done. Okay, next what we have to do here, we are going to do some stuff. Okay, we have to create a DB password for our Django application, like the password we will be going to use PostgreSQL. Okay, so we will be, you know, having some AWS secrets we can store onto the SSM. Okay, so just run this command. I want to, you know, store my RDS password. Okay, secure. Okay, so just you have to run this command, but before you run this command, make sure your region is fine. Okay, this is a password admin123 for my password. Okay, for my DB password. Okay, so like I will use this path in my Terraform. Okay, Terraform, when I will be creating RDS, I will show you. Okay, just create this password into the AWS SSM secret. Okay, so we can store this parameter value. Okay, so as you know, I'm using US West 1. Okay, so this will be creating in this region. Okay, so I will just hit enter. Okay, so it is created. So if you want to confirm, you will need to go to the AWS. Okay, and okay, you have to search AWS parameter store, this one. Okay, so you will see this db password secret is being created onto the parameter store. Okay, so yeah, this is Django API. Okay, so we will make sure in the Terraform we have this path added. Okay, so if I just go to my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this is my Django project and this is my Terraform. Okay, so if I have already added this command here as well if you want to use. Okay, and next we have to just look into the I have a modules based, okay, like ECS, RDS, everything. Okay, and also the variables defined here. Okay, so next we have to, I will just show you one thing here, which is if I go to the RDS. Okay, you can see this was the DB password. Okay, this was the path I have given. Okay, make sure this path, when you run the command, the path is same. Okay, so then you can just replace it. Okay, next what we have to do here, just follow me, and we have to create a AWS ECR repository. Okay, so just go to ECR, so we can create a Docker repository. Okay, container registry. So and then we can push our Docker images to ECR. So this is our next step. Create a repository. I will just give name Django app. Make sure you also give this name because I have used this in my Terraform. Okay, if you're not, then you have to replace the repository name into your Terraform infrastructure. Okay, so just you have to create this repository. Okay, so here what you have to do, you have to just copy this. Okay, you have to just copy this path, and if you go to the Terraform, okay, and into the main.py file, okay, you will see this is the app image name. Okay, so if you have to replace it here, okay, whatever the image name you are going to use. Okay, so this is the tag I will be using for my production. Okay, so this is all the ECS app configurations, by the way, like on which port our app will be running. Our Django app will be running on the port 8000. Okay, we have to push our image to the AWS ECR that we have created. Okay, so in this and this is our deployment to the ECS Fargate. Okay, we have to first of all update few parameters. Okay, so we can push our Docker image to the ECR. Okay, so just follow me. Okay, you have to just update this region name here. Okay, US West 1. Okay, and then our Django app, this is fine, you don't need to change. Okay, and then we have this configurations for pushing our Docker image to the AWS ECR. Okay, because the paths are defined, like in the Django app I have a build process where my Docker file is. Okay, so what I have to do here, I have to I will just comment this because we are not we are first going to push our image to the ECR. Okay, because we are not going to deploy image right now to the ECS because our infrastructure is not ready. So okay, so this is our GitHub actions for pushing image to the ECR. Okay, so which is ready. Okay, but before we push this code to the GitHub to trigger, okay, so you have to go to the GitHub. Okay, and go to here, you have to go to secrets. Okay, just click on secrets and variables. Okay, click on actions. You have to add two secrets: AWS secret access key ID and secret access. You have already downloaded this here. Okay, so if you will just open this, you can just use this. Okay, if I open this, okay, and I will show you how you can also add it. You have to add a new repository secret. Okay, but I have added these two secrets, AWS access key. I will just update them. Okay, so suppose these are the access key secret. Okay, I will just copy it. Okay, and then I will just go to access key. Okay, I will just update it. Okay, so you will need to just add these parameters from the start. Just add up, click on new repository, give a name, and give this. So we have to just click on access key as well. Okay, so I can just copy the access key here. This is one, and So I want to just make sure I copy the correct key. Copy. Okay, done. So I will just paste it. Okay, so this is two things you have to add into the GitHub Actions variables. Okay, so when you are done with it, okay, you have to just go to the Visual Studio Code, just push the code. Okay, so now you will see the magic that how it is going to publish our Docker image to the AWS ECR. Okay, by the way, if I show you our Docker image which is available into here, okay, in the build process folder, these are the configurations I have written. Okay, like it is getting Python, your Django project, and executing some commands. Okay, so let's go to the okay, so if you just refresh, okay, you will see GitHub Actions. Okay, just okay, you can see GitHub Actions is started trigger. Okay, no, it is running on EC2. Okay, because we have already set up GitHub Actions self-hosted runner. Okay, no, it is building, it will build and tag the image. Okay, and it will push to the ECR. So if I also show you ECR, you will see we don't have any image right now. Okay, when this job will be executed, and you will see then the image will be available on to the ECR. Okay, so it can take 2-3 minutes. Okay, when you're first time doing this image build, so we have to wait here. So here you can see our image is being pushed. Okay, so if I just go above here, okay, so you can see here, and yeah, it is just executing, so it will just complete it. So if I just go to ECR and refresh it, you will see the image. Okay, so this is image available. Okay, so which is nice. Okay, so yeah, our GitHub actions is also successfully completed. Okay, so our image is ready. Next, we have to quickly do one thing here. We have to create our infrastructure. Okay, so before you create our infrastructure, make sure your AWS CLI is installed on your Mac, on your whatever the system you are using. You can just Google it how you can install AWS CLI on your system. Okay, if it's not installed. Okay, then when it's installed, you have to configure AWS CLI. Okay, AWS configure. Okay, so we have already the secret key, access key, and secret key. So I will just copy that keys, access key. Okay, copy, and I will paste it. Okay, then we have a secret key. Okay, just paste it, and I will give name US West 1. Okay, this is our region name. So we have successfully added it, and then what we have to do, we have to create a new workspace for our Terraform. Okay, so I will just close this terminal and open the terminal again. Okay, now we have to go to the Terraform folder. Here we have to create a new workspace. I will just run this command and will give a name to the workspace. I will just give name US West 1. Okay, so this is my workspace for my Terraform infrastructure. Okay, so the workspace is created. Okay, now I have to select this workspace, so I can create infrastructure, select US West 1. Okay, done. Now we have to initialize our Terraform. Okay, so our Terraform, if I just show you the Terraform folder, you will see when we run the command Terraform init. Okay, it is just initializing. Okay, all the states are being stored. Okay, so we have to just wait here. Then we have to when this command is successfully executed. Okay, By the way, if the Terraform is not installed on your system, you have to install it as well. Okay, so make sure AWS CLI and AWS Terraform is installed. When you're installing on Mac, it's a brew install Terraform. It's very easy to install Terraform and AWS CLI. By the way, I have a video on my YouTube. You can just check it. Okay, so you can install how to install these two things. Next, we have to execute a command. So check our Terraform code is fine or not. Just run Terraform plan. It will show you all the changes that is going to be applied onto your AWS account. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so you have to Terraform apply auto approve. Okay, so this is going to create infrastructure on our AWS. Okay, so you can see it can take approximately 10 minutes to create whole infrastructure, AWS ECS and RDS database. Okay, all these things, those are mentioned into the modules. Okay, ECS, okay, networking, okay, VPC and then S3 image. Okay, all these things are going to be created. So you have to wait. It can take 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then based on your internet as well. Okay, so I'm just stopping the video here. So I will back when it's ready. So you can see still it is creating our AWS DB instance. Okay, NAT gateway. Okay, so if I show you one thing, if I go to my AWS, okay, I go to RDS, so you will see here like how the RDS is being created. Okay, so this is one example. If I just wait here, also I will just show you how the AWS ECS Fargate is being also created. Okay, so I will just click on DB instance. So you will see whatever the instance is being mentioned into our Terraform. Okay, it is being created here. Okay, so and if I just go to ECS, AWS Elastic Container Service, so you will also see our ECS is also being created there. Okay, also yes, yeah, you can see this ECS cluster is creating, which was defined in our infrastructure. If I go to the Terraform modules, ECS, okay, this ECS service, okay, and ECS, everything related to the ECS task definition, ECS service, okay, everything is defined here. Okay, so yeah, it will take 10 to 15 minutes to get your infrastructure ready. Okay, so our infrastructure is created now. Okay, so first of all, if you see any error, okay, so I want to add a few things here. Maybe you can get error related to the buckets name only, because buckets name are unique on AWS. So like in a main.py file, okay, if you see this bucket name, okay, make sure you can just write a unique name. Okay, in case if you got any error. Okay, also in backend where our Terraform states are being stored. Okay, so here as well you can also replace the name, it can be unique in case if you got any error. Okay, so our infrastructure is created. Okay, so next what we have to do, we have to just go to the GitHub Actions. Okay, we have to uncomment our deployment code. Okay, and just uncomment it. Okay, then you have to just push your code, new changes. Now you have to go to the GitHub. Okay, so these were the two buckets that were created. Okay, so now we have to go to the GitHub Actions, so we can see a new GitHub Actions will be triggered. Okay, what this GitHub Actions will do, this has two jobs. One is it will build and push the image to the ECR, and second deploy to the ECS. Okay, So if I just go here to the S3 bucket ECR, okay, so we can see if a new image, when every time new repositories are being new images being pushed to the ECR, okay, it will be automatically stored, okay. So if I just go to this one, yeah, this is our image, so it is being available here, okay. So we have to just see how deployment is also successfully done, okay. What we have to do, we have to just go to our ECR ECS, so we can get our public host URL, so we can access our Django application, okay. So I will just go to the ECS, okay, and I will see if it is successfully deployed, okay. It's in a pending, okay. So when a task is being updated, okay, it is in a progress, okay. If I show you into the GitHub Actions, if I show you maybe here, okay, you can see when a new image is pushed, then what we are doing, we are going to update our service, ECS service, okay. So it will start a new deployment, okay, so which is currently in a process, okay. So this one, okay, it's saying in progress, okay. So if you see any error, okay, you can also check the logs, okay. So suppose if we go to the logs and we see one interesting thing, which is production, okay, yeah, one thing we forget to add, which is a DB host, okay. So we got this error, okay, we have to fix it. So what we have to do, we have to go to the AWS database, okay, refresh it, and then copy this in point, okay, and go to your Django application. If I go to my Django application into the backend folder, into the settings, maybe I can see my database here, okay, yeah, you have to replace this host name, because every database has a unique host name, okay. Other things like my database, code with move, everything in which is mentioned into the Terraform infrastructure, so you don't need to change anything, just change this host name, okay. Then you have to trigger the build Docker image again and deploy new deployments on AWS ECS, okay. New changes, just I will commit it and post the code to the GitHub. So now we have to just go to our, that's why you can see it was creating issues that our deployment was not successfully done. So we can see the logs, okay, logs saying that DB is missing, okay. So now we have to just wait, okay. So if I just go to GitHub Actions, okay, it is being deployed, a new image which is being pushed, done, okay. And now we have to just, if I refresh my ECS cluster, in a 10-second 15-second, you will see a new deployment will be in a process. Wait here till it's deployed. So yeah, this image is available, which is fine, okay. By the way, if you want to see how this image is being taken, you have to go to the task definition, okay, and this is our task, ECS app task, okay, which was created, okay, and here we have an image and all these things. So if you want to just see, click on a new revision, okay, you will see this was created by the Terraform, okay. So this task configurations and this was assigned to the ECS cluster and ECS service. This is our cluster, and in our cluster we have a ECS service, okay. So ECS service, okay, new deployment is in a process, okay. If you want to see the logs, you can also check the logs, okay. So it's mean our application is going to be executed. You can see all these migrations were applied, yeah, it's running now, okay. So you have to just wait, okay. And one more thing, like it is completed. If I just go to the configurations here, okay, you will see this is our DNS name, because we are using load balancer here, okay. So if I just copy this and go to browser, maybe if our application can be accessible, so maybe we need to wait here. sometime. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, our application is so deployed. Okay, yeah, it's very simple. I just make it very quickly as soon as I can make this video. Okay, so you have, if you are just going to deploy your own application, okay, just make sure the structure of the project is like mine. Okay, so you don't need to get any problems. Okay, like this is my Django project. Okay, and here you have a my project. Okay, because the build process is very important here. Okay, like in the Docker you will see I am copying the requirements file to my Docker path. Okay, and also working directory I am setting. Okay, and also I am copying these stuff, but just make sure to avoid any problems. If you can handle this, okay, that's fine. Also, if you want to execute this locally to test your Django application, okay, there is a Docker compose file. Okay, on my GitHub, okay, there is Django starter kit, okay, which is available. If you want to use, okay, you can also utilize it, how to execute on using Docker compose. Okay, I have also created a video here, okay, on YouTube. So if you want to run test Docker image locally, so you can use that my video. Okay, and yeah, I think that's for today. And yeah, one thing more, if you want to deploy your if you want to set up a domain and SSL, okay, AWS Route 53 and AWS SSL certificate, you can also set up it. It is available in my video, so you can check out this video as well if you want to set up domain and SSL. So I think, yeah, that's for today. I hope you like this video. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Have a good day. Bye.